So I am live. We are live. It usually about 8 seconds delay. Ah, Carol's saying hi.
Yeah.
Hi. Well, you can. I can too. Let's see. It takes a while. 5 are waiting, but we
Wow,
don't
we're
know.
waiting. How have you been?
I've been well. And how have you been?
Busy.
That's busy. Yes.
Yes, the kids keep me very busy.
That's good. That's good. I'm glad that you're busy. Um,
I do miss my
what's
art though sometimes.
Yeah, I bet you do. And then all of a sudden, you want to do it and you can't because you've got other obligations.
Yep.
But I guess when you're super busy, you don't have time to think about it.
Well, when you're out doing the lasering,
Yeah.
you're sitting out there waiting for the laser to get done. But
Oh,
you can't do any stitching and you can't do anything with cloth because your hands get dirty.
oh, I never thought about that.
Yeah.
You don't
Hi,
want to be,
Pam.
hi, Pam. And you
Teresa.
don't want to wash your hands every single time.
No, so it's like, oh,
So you sit there with dirty hands wondering what you can do.
scrolling social media.
Oh, I bet. Yeah. Hi, Safia. Teresa's here. And Safia is popping in. It's good to see you for another hub day. And Kathy Whitney's here.
Hi, Kathy in blue.
Yeah. Yeah. I made Kathy a mod a while ago. And that was a challenge. It's not as easy as it used to be. Um,
Really? Oh.
yeah. I had to go into the YouTube like studio thing and add it where you normally add stuff. You just
Oh,
can't.
I'll have to go in and add you on mine.
Yeah, it's not easy. Yeah, speaking of Carol, welcome. Carol is back, and she has graciously agreed to join me this afternoon in a little crafting fun. And it's great to have a partner, someone to talk to again. And hi, Christine, and hi, Kathy Bird.
Hi,
Great to see you.
everybody.
Yeah, everybody's coming in. Um, I started to say something and I forgot what I was saying. Anyway, so welcome. Oh, I know. I wanted to make sure everybody knows that your new channel is just your name. Um, so if you go over to YouTube and hit the little search thing and type in Carol MacDonald, Carol will come up. Um, and please subscribe. I think you're picking up some subscribers, right?
Yes, I am. I'm up to 70, I think.
Great. Well, you started out, Kathy. I mean, Carol's starting all over again, folks. Just so you know, from scratch, and that's a really scary, daring thing to do. But that's Carol. She does those kind of things.
Yes, I do.
Uh,
But
she's
you know what? New beginnings, new starts, new everything. So it's been a journey, and we're starting a new journey and a new adventure.
yeah, yeah, and it's
Thank
all
you, Pam.
yeah. It is a good thing. It's a gutsy thing, but again, you're doing it, and it'll be fine. She does
So,
that.
Anne, do you do your reading yet?
No, I don't read on Wednesdays.
No.
No, never. I don't know why. It's a Sunday thing, I guess. And
Barbara, if you click on the three dots
I don't know.
next to my name, you can go and it'll say go to channel, and you can go to my channel to pick up my link. But yeah, it's my name, yes.
Oh, is it all in one? No, I think it's Carol's. Mine. It's just like
Carol Space MacDonald.
yeah, just like you would write her name, right?
Yeah.
Now you had, was it T?
Yes, it's T.
It was. Wait a minute. Originally, you were the magical.
The Magical Touch, which is TMT.
That was a long time ago.
It's
That
my
was the
studio. I've never lost the Magical Touch studio. It was always in the Magical Touch studio.
okay.
So yeah, that's it, Barbara. There you go.
Thanks, Barbara. Thanks for posting that. Hi, Ruth.
It is under at Carol_TMT, but it is my name.
Oh, that's okay. Are you deleting things? Kathy's crazy with that wrench.
I see that.
But Ruth is here. Hi, Ruth. And Kathy Berg knows how to get rid of that heart. I hate that heart.
Yeah, it interferes with reading.
It does. It's always in the way. And you have to go in. It's not easy, but Kathy Berg did it the other day. But it's a couple of steps that you have to go in, and then you do something, and then you can delete the heart.
Stuff, yeah.
I don't know why.
What
Who?
long time ago, it's been almost 11 years that I've been live streaming. Not all in one consecutive
No.
thing, but not under one consecutive name. But I started in the very beginning on Ustream with Carol
Uh-huh.
TMT,
Yeah.
and it's come back around.
Okay. All right. That's it. Yeah. That's interesting. That's
But
right.
it's been almost 11 years since Ustream. We used to stream on Ustream.
Oh, wow. That's crazy. On and off all those years, right?
Yeah.
Well, but you're back again. So tell people what you've been doing to keep out of trouble.
Uh, Helping the kids a lot with their laser working stuff. But lately, I've been pulling out my watercolors. I've been doing some weaving. I've got my stitching bug back. Um, so I've been doing things, but not continuously.
Okay. But a lot of laser stuff and leather stuff.
Leather, yes, I've been doing some leather work, which will also be up and coming because it's something I'm going to be adding to my shop because, got to make some money too. But I'm
Right.
going to be selling a lot of the stuff that I'm making. So Sophia remembers the Carol TMT days. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Yeah, so Carol TMT is back. She
That's
never really left. She just had a persona in the studio.
well, like
The persona changed, but the studio never changed.
a hiatus,
Yeah.
um, or something like that. One of those fancy words. And you did journey. You took a journey too, a physical journey.
Yep, from the East Coast to the West Coast. And
Yeah.
now I'm traveling all around the Rocky Mountains.
Oh,
My
yeah.
shop is my name, Carol TMT or Carol MacDonald on Etsy. And I'm also going to be posting on YouTube once a month. I will have things that I will be making on, and I will post once a month an upload of what is available for purchase.
Oh, good. That's great. Now, hopefully, some of you people, if you follow, see Carol on Facebook. She's been posting those pictures of her Rocky Mountain.
My Rocky Mountain adventures. Yeah.
Yes.
I love the mountains. When you get there, that feeling, an overwhelming feeling when you get so close to them, it's just there's no words to describe the emotions that you go through.
I can't imagine. I mean, Florida is so flat. I mean, I've never really lived where there's been mountains. Well, I guess when I lived in Daya, we lived up against the mountains and on the island of Daya. I mean, we were, you couldn't. I mean, you looked up and the mountain was like right in your face.
Yep.
And in Salt Lake City area, and you're down in Salt Lake City, you're down in the in the valley, which is flat, and then of course you're just surrounded by the Wasatch Mountains, which are part of the Rockies. Um, but Long Island's flat, and I grew up on Long Island. And upstate New York, you have the Allegheny Mountains, but they're kind of like rolling. They're not like what you were like the cragginess of the Canadian Rockies.
Yeah.
And
And all of the mountains here, I've learned, all have names, and I'm
yes,
still learning. My favorite is the Rundle Mountain, Three Sisters, and oh, there's another one, and I can't think. But I love Peta Lake and Moraine Lake. Like those blues are just wow.
and the lakes or whatever, the bodies of water,
Yeah.
the reflection is just so vibrant, and the doggies are having a blast.
Oh yes, they are. They love when we take them to the mountains. She's just sniffing. They're so tired when they come back. They on their snifaris. They have such a good time.
You have those pictures of them. Usually they're crashed. They're out cold.
Hi, Gail.
Hi, Gail. Good to see you.
So, Anne, what's on our agenda today?
Well, I've
I've
also jumped on the jelly print play challenge that Carrie, the crafter, has started. And the requirements are pretty basic. A postcard, 4x7. I happen to have a box of blank postcards, but you can obviously, make postcards out of cardstock. Eddie Makes did a really neat video on his prep. He did. I don't have a 12x12 jelly plate, but he has a 12x12 jelly plate, and he did a big jelly plate print using a stencil, right? And it was one big stencil that covered the whole 12x12. And then he cut that into four postcards. So it's kind of neat. So, it's 4 different postcards, but you put it together, it's one big print, which is really cool. I don't have a 12x12 jelly plate, but I do have 12x12 cardstock. The cardstock is not real. It's kind of thick, but when you start gluing stuff to it, you glue the jelly plate, the jelly print, do some collage on or whatever you're going to do. Add a backing. Eddie Makes also provides free postcard backs if you want to download them. So you can do this on the back of your postcard. He's got old-fashioned ones. They're for free. So I print. So once you glue that on, right, and then you do your jelly plate. Now I might print directly on the card, and I might glue some jelly prints that I already have. Yeah, it gets thick easily, and I'm thinking even maybe stitching on some material too, some fabric, which I think would be fun too. So that's what I'm going to be kind of looking at, kind of going through. I've got the jelly print stuff out, but that gives me what is that word? Anxiety, like
anxious, anxiety,
heart palpitations, there's no fashion word for it. I can't. But so I'm going to start with some of the prints that I have that I think are nice. And before I do that, I want to show you, and I think most of you have seen it, my clock that I started on Sunday. I finished, and I'm very happy with how it came out. I found stuff that I didn't even know that I had. I love that when that happens, right? I opened a drawer and I found these quirky little ladies.
I've
And
seen those. They are so cool.
I know, I wish I could tell you who I bought them from, but and the mechanism. I bought a box of 2 clocks. Hi, Angie. And so 2 clocks, and you have all sorts of different hands that you can use. I like these flat hands because I decided to use the bullseye as, but you could. I have that's a Timmy thing, and then I use sprays and I use bits and pieces, paper and such, and Timmy tissue. And each one of these numbers, I know you can't see it, but behind each number is a transparent Van Gogh sticker. And I put them down and then punch them out in circles. And then I stamped the numbers, and this is a Timmy stamp. And I use the VersaFine ink that doesn't dry real quick. Hi, Candy. And I sprinkled embossing powder on the numbers. So that's why the numbers are kind of a little shiny, because that's embossing powder on them. And then when I stuck these down, I've got a little bit of foamy tape behind them to give it some lift. And then I found this, and this was just on a piece of paper floating around. And I love it. It's kind of like my new quote. It's not really a quote, but I love it. And it says, "Today is a good day to try." Period. I love it. Yeah. Today is a good day to try. ... So I'm really happy. And then here's the back of it. And it fits. That's a little crooked, but it even comes with a little hook. And you can see how perfectly it fits in this box canvas. So you can, isn't that great? Today's a good day to try. And yeah, exactly. Carpe diem. Yep. So I've got a couple of these, and I might make some more because they're easy to make. And but how many clocks do you really need? I don't know. That's the thing. So anyway, that's the finished product. A lot of fun to make. Now I got to hang it. All right. So let's get back to. I actually sorted one drawer in my scrap box. I went through one drawer. I know. And there's 80 drawers, but I went through one.
Hey, look what I found.
Oh, look at that. Your postcards.
Yes.
Cool. So they said you can use anything that's related to jelly plate printing. And I think I might use some of this. This is some packing tape that I use to clean a jelly plate. And that's always interesting. And
I have drywall tape.
Ooh, that's always cool.
Yeah.
So here's some jelly plate. Remember I did this? I was experimenting using a magic marker. One is better than none, right? One salami slice at a time. So I was drawing with magic marker on the jelly plate.
Oh, wow.
You do that, and I was really, and it pulls beautifully. I mean, it just pulls out. Look at that. And here's these are some masks that I made. I made the masks. I cut them out of. So I'm gonna maybe glue some of these down. I probably want to use the tissue paper, just because, it's not as heavy. But and some of these are, and this is kind of like what you're going to do, Carol. I printed this on a plastic, divider. These, and I just mark them. This was just just a mess. But sometimes, the messes come out the best.
Sometimes.
Jelly, that's it. Thank you. Jelly postcard play. That's it. Hashtag postcard play. All right. I think I'm going to use this one to start out with this one. I like this one. Now all I have to do is find a postcard. And let's do. Now, everyone's prepping. A lot of these people are prepping because the object is to do a postcard a day. And you could, I mean, you could do a postcard a day. But what I've seen is a lot of the artists are prepping them. So when the day comes, then all they have to do is basically finish them off, meaning whatever that means to them. Adding collage, adding stamps. That way you show up. Oh, yes. And be sure to put the title. Okay, thank you. And hi, Mariah. Thank you so much. Yes, I'll go back and add that to the Hub Day thing. Yes, and thank you. And of course, Mariah, I think you also have, you have digi downloads for the numbers, I think, various different types of numbers. And I think postcard backings. I have postcard backing stamps also. So I'm going to put, I don't know, I think I'm going to, yeah. All right, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to move this. And I know I've been watching Kerry and he did some beautiful plant prints. I guess his Prep 3 video where he just went out in his yard and he cut some foliage and he just put some paint down. Yes, okay. Yes. Oh, and speaking of digi downloads, I have to tell you folks, and they're in the other room, I can't show you, but I bought some stencils from P&M Studios, and when I got my order, there was also 2 downloads that were kind of as a gift for buying the stencils. Hi, Adria. And one is like a seashell ocean kind of theme, and the other one is like flowers and such. And I printed them all out, and they are gorgeous. They're really, really nice, and I'm really happy that I printed them out. And they were talking about paper. Dee Dee stream this morning and what we use to print stuff out. And I have a Brother color laser printer. And that's all it does. Thank you, Mariah. And that's all it does. It's just a color laser printer. It doesn't scan. It doesn't copy. It just prints color. And of course, you can print in black and white if you want. And it wasn't that expensive. Now, I bought it a while ago for a laser printer. I mean, it's expensive compared to an inkjet printer. I think I paid $2.99 for it. And I typically use the premium 32 weight resume paper, which is very vibrant and very white. And it gives you a very nice result. Let me see. Do I have any of that handy? No, of course not. All in the other room. Wait a minute. Yes. All right. Here's the deep blues, grays, and warm sand. Let's see. I printed those out. So it kind of, that's the resume paper. I don't know where the rest of them are, but aren't these pretty? I love the blue and the tan. Look at this one. Isn't this gorgeous? These are digi downloads that were included. When I see these waves, it reminds me of Rhode Island, because Rhode Island is the ocean state, and on the Rhode Island license plate, there are waves on the license plate. But these were this is what this is the quality that I get on my color laser printer. And the flowers are really nice too.
I don't have my jelly plate right at the moment. My daughter-in-law has it. So I have a piece of plastic that I am putting stuff on and then printing it on, almost the same as a jelly plate.
Yes, Carol does the best improvising. Yes, we've done this since day one.
Yep, improvise.
Yeah. I'll be doing something and you'll say, well, I don't have that, but, and that's but always turns out gorgeous. It's amazing. You know, what's that? Necessity is the mother of invention. That's so true.
So even if you don't have a jelly plate, you can still get the jelly plate look.
And you're printing.
Yes. So I have this stencil. I put my paint on. I can put my stencil on my plastic, take my paper, and I'll take another one because this one's kind of wet. Ah, there goes an avalanche. And put it over the top here. Rub it down the same as you would on your jelly plates. Make a mess with your hands, you know, you get right into it.
Because I glued this to the, there. I really should need a piece of paper behind that. All right, so we can cut this, and then you know what I want to do is, no, be better if I cut it this way so I can see what I'm doing, right? It's helpful to be able to see what you're doing. I'm assuming, well, I shouldn't assume, but it's very hot here in Florida. I mean, no surprise, but it's going to be in the 90s all week and into next week. My biggest gripe is with the damn weathermen and the way that they are hyping every single wave and ripple and whitecap that appears. They have to talk about it and make it sound like, you know, it's the end of the world coming. I mean, I know we have to be prepared, but they're trying. Yes, isn't it? Well, we're 92, 93-ish all week. And I bet you're even hotter, aren't you? Because you're in Winter Park area, right? So you're inland, right, Dana? And hi, Dana. So there. And what I want to do is I'm going to glue on back on it because this is still pretty wobbly. Oh, that came out interesting. I like that. Very subtle.
Thank you, Kathy. Yes, please don't forget to give Anne's a thumbs up.
Yup. And if you haven't subscribed, which I never say to subscribe because I'm always assuming that everyone is already subscribed. But if you're not, perchance, hit that. I'm fluctuating up and down, 1 or 2 every week. That's okay. All right. So that's one that's prepped. Now I think I'm going to do put the back on, and that'll give it some more oomph. Turning off the arts. I just found it. Looked up live chat window.
Hi, Candy.
Yeah. Okay. Super.
So I did my stencil on a plastic, and then I put my stencil.
Okay.
I put my stencil down, and then from my stencil, the paint that was on my stencil, I put on this postcard. And now from the imprint from my stencil on the other plastic where I put the paint on, I'm going to peel it off the other postcard and we'll get to see what it looks like. And it does the same.
Ooh.
It does the same as using the jelly plate.
Yeah, people would not look at that and say, uh-oh, you didn't use a jelly plate, because that's hard. I mean, I love that color too. That is so subtle. Oh man, that looks so cool.
It's not perfect, but
yeah, we don't want it perfect.
It's mine. It's not perfect, but it's mine.
That's right. Perfect's boring. I love it. That looks really good. I wish I had, well, I can use this. I always forget to bring out something that I can, smear stuff on. All right, this will be my smear. All right, so. I guess the first time before I had a jelly plate, before I ever heard of a jelly plate, I guess it must have been Shannon Green. She was using glass, and I used like a piece of glass out of a picture frame, a 9x12 picture frame.
Oh yeah.
And it begins with a D. Dendritic.
Oh yes, that's it.
That gives you a pretty pattern too. All right, let's stick this here.
So now this is dry on here. Let's try one of the other colors and see if it pulls what's left of that stencil that's on this plastic. Let's see if it'll pull it off. What color? What color? How about a blue? Summer sky blue.
All right.
And if you don't know what to do with your old spaghetti jars, you fill them up with water.
I like using an emery board to kind of smear it to, kind of get that kind of rough edge. Well, not a rough edge, but kind of I don't know what I'm trying to say, but to make it really stuck together, and you kind of get a.
Well, that's not going to work.
So another thing is the postcards have to have a number.
A number?
A number, 1 through 31. And the corners can be rounded or snipped, clipped. All right, I'm going to say that postcard. And apparently, from what I understand, and maybe Mariah or somebody in here can correct me, but from what I understand, these are not meant to be mailed. Eddie made a really nice little book to put them in, which that's another thought. I was thinking of making like an accordion folding type of book.
Oh yeah.
That you'd fold it maybe one way and then flip it and fold it the other way, with areas to put the cards in as a way of holding them. But, so there. I don't know. And now this is going to be So this is just the base. This is just the beginning for this. Other stuff is going to be added to it. I'm probably going to find maybe some stickers because I have way too many stickers.
I have stickers.
Yeah, you have new stickers. I have some new stamps. Um, yeah, I've got a whole bunch of stuff that I can stick on here. And maybe, ooh, is that the stencil? Oh my gosh. Yep. Okay, so there's number one. Not necessarily July 1st, but a first attempt. All right. Let's do this. Let me find another postcard. Why I can't find these. I just had them. I'm going to try to jelly plate right on the card. And let's use this. Ooh, I like that blue, that little splash. That is very cool looking.
Yes, I need another piece of paper.
You got some nice texture too. All right. Well, I can use this if I can figure out how to open it. I want to get a piece of plexiglass that people put underneath their jelly plates. That's so helpful. You can flip it easily. All right. And I'm going to get some
Bye,
paint.
Sophia. Enjoy supper.
Bye, Sophia. Safia. Safia. There. I'm going to use some shady orange. This is iridescent Arteza. And I'm going to use actually, you know what I want to use? Okay. This is what I'm going to change my mind. Because I can. All right. I'm going to do this. Wouldn't it be great to have like a work area that was actually big enough to accommodate everything you were doing? I can't imagine what that would be like.
And do you know, I had that, but I always did it in my living room anyways. Well, now it's in my bedroom, but
right.
I always kind of went to one spot regardless of where all my stuff was.
Right.
Most comfortable, I guess.
Yeah. Okay, so
some of the purple came out on this one from the stamp, from the stencil rather.
Oh, look at that. You've got some texture too.
Yeah. My light is really bright there, isn't it? So now I want to take and put that off to the side, bring this one back, and take and put it this way over the top of that one.
Little ombre, I think. Oh, come on.
Gail. And the more room you have, the more stuff you buy.
Well, I'm not talking about storage now. I'm talking about workspace. But I agree with you. That's very true. I am in every single room in my house except the bathrooms. Um, I'm now even in my walk-in closet, so it is. I've just
Oh, yeah, it does that. I've had to downsize. So right now, my table size is a whole 25 by 18. That's what I'm working on.
okay.
Just a small little table, and I have the kids have a like a hutch inset into the wall with a TV on it,
Uh-huh.
and I have my lamp and my camera attached to that table. So while I'm working here, the camera's not bouncing.
Okay. All right.
Oh, I like.
This stencil is by Miriam. I'm pretty sure. And I'm going to do this. Oh, yeah, that looks great. I have no idea whether I'm doing this correctly.
So
I
now
know
so now the next thing would be to put other stuff on top of the jelly plated stuff. Is that what
I
this is
think so. Yeah,
happening?
I think so. Yeah. I mean, that would be, and then yeah,
So it's numbers, and since
I
I have no clue, I have not seen that.
there are several. Hi,
Hi.
Anina. I missed you coming. Yeah, there's several people. All right, Barbara Clark's got her jelly plate out, and she's putting her keyboard out of harm's way. It's getting serious now. I have a dedicated, and I have a shaped. Oh, an L-shaped. Gail. Oh my God! Listen to you. Oh my Lord! 15 L-shaped. Oh man, I had something like that in the other house. Gosh, that is so cool. And all covered with various items for art, even though I have shelving above and drawers below. Wow, that is cool. Shelving above. To-do. That's pretty.
Candy, whatever floats my boat. Anina says the numbers are given. Rest, you are free to do whatever.
Yeah, that's my understanding.
Ah,
Me too, Gail. I got too much. So I pull this off, right? Ooh, 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 look at that. Um, this is already dry. Everything dries here so quick.
here too.
I mean, I don't have
I'm
any.
not used to that. I'm used to the humidity.
Yeah, well, I mean, I've got humidity here in Florida. There's no doubt about that. But it's like the humidity is like 70 some percent. And of course, it feels like 102. But really, it doesn't feel like 102. It feels like 78 because that's what my house is set at. Thank God for air conditioning. But people lived here before AC. That's what always amazes me. I remind myself that people lived here before AC, and that just blows my mind. Now, I can put paint on top of this, correct? When this dries? Anybody? I always get lost at this point. So when this dries, I can put paint on top of it. Seems to be dry enough. Now, what color? How about, since we're doing all these iridescent things.
Hey, Yvonne.
Hi, Yvonne. Yvonne's on at 2:30 today. And between me and Yvonne is
Yolande.
Yolande.
Yeah.
Yolande. Aunt Bex is on at 1:30. Okay, let's see what we got here.
Barbara says, yes, paint on top, a thin coat.
Okay, thank you, Barbara. This is where I always get. Oh, okay. Well, it's the Y. I'm sorry. It's the Y. I'll blame it on the Y. And my neighbor who is my cat sitter, her name is Yvonne. So I'm going to have to find a new cat sitter.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, she's in Africa now.
Hi, Janet.
Hi, Janet. And I'm going to pick her up at the airport on July 2nd. But how dare she? She bought a little, like, camper van. I mean, really, how dare she? And she plans to hit the road. I mean, really. She needs to stay here so she can baby. She's got a hell of a nerve to hit the highway. And she made a good point. She said, if not now, when? And
that's true.
And I think she's probably younger than I am. I'm just going to put this right on top of this. I have no idea what this is going to look like. You will find out momentarily. Ideally, I'd like to get somebody that works here in this, in this community, and then just go, someplace Monday through Friday. Hi, monkey. And then they could just swing by and take care of Lily, before or after work. Yeah. And then I see they've been advertised. It's almost like, the internet breeds. It's like they know. I don't know. I mean, we've talked about this, but all of a sudden I've been seeing ads for something called rover.com. And it's like a pet sitting service.
Oh, yeah.
But I've seen it on TV. All right, let's see what mess I've made here. See, it didn't come up. Oh, kind of, it came up. Let's try that. Let's do that again, and then try to do that over there. All right, let's add some more purple here. I know, it's I know, we talk about how creepy it is, and it is. But I don't know. I had a really good pet sitter a while ago. But I knew I was going to lose her. Her husband was in the military, and he was stationed at Patrick Air Force Base. And I knew at some point in time he was going to get transferred. And he did, and I lost her, but she was really good. I liked her a lot. I'm gonna go this way. And I don't mind. What am I doing here? No idea what I'm doing here. I mean, I don't mind paying, you know. Okay, sometimes you have to let it sit longer if you are picking up acrylic with slightly damp acrylic. I'm not sure. Acrylic, picking up acrylic.
So it doesn't mush.
Oh, yeah. I don't. I like that purple on top of those. Yeah, that's kind of nice, but I have nothing here, so.
You have to let the gel, oh, you have to let the paper sit on the gel plate longer for all the layers to meld together.
Okay. Well, I don't mind that they're not meld together, but I understand what you're saying. I like that there. Well, this definitely can be used. I can cut this up. I'm not going to cut it, I'm not going to get but I'll get, like, maybe a couple of postcards out of that. Maybe not. Put that down here.
That's okay, Yolande. We can read typo.
If you want to get all your, like your print. Okay. All right. Gotcha. But see, this is just so dry. But if I added, well, I don't know. If I added,
yeah, I haven't given up that practice yet. I can still read typo.
It's autocorrect that drives me nuts.
Oh yes.
And then you go back and then because if you click on it and underline it, then it'll reluctantly give you what you want. And we have such made up names in crafting that it just doesn't like them. It just. See, I can use this tape on one of the cards too. That's why I'm. And I'm going to use some of those, the Curious or Extraordinary and Curious Things sticker book. It's not really a sticker book because they're not stickers. They're things you got to cut out, which is fine. Okay. Let's get this little piece over here. Come on. Here we go. A little gold here. Yeah.
So I've got like 5 cards.
5? Oh my God, I've got 1.
Yeah.
What? You are whipping.
And then I have my papers
Yeah.
that I can also cut up and use for postcards or add bits and pieces to the other cards to give it a little bit of texture, a different texture. So I've got a lot of mess.
I'm gonna put some ink down, not ink, paint, and then put the cards right directly on this. What do you think? And maybe make some marks. And I love it when people just add ink to their plates and they do it so perfectly. It's a perfect little dab here and a little dab there, and it's just so perfectly done like that.
Yolanda, I just found out about this today, so I'm trying. I'm trying to do the postcard challenge.
Yeah, I just told her about it this morning. And I know
I've seen one or two other people like posting about it, but I didn't, go into depth to really see what was going on with it.
because she figured she wasn't going to be doing it.
Yeah, exactly.
Little did she know.
Oh, I know.
Smack dab in the middle of it.
That's okay.
But I
It gets
know
the creative juices flowing.
if anybody could pull this off, it would be Carol. She's done this numerous times. All right, let's do a little. All right. I had a stack of postcards, and they're right here. Never mind. I was ready to bitch about how I lost the postcards. I guess this counts, right? Just printing out like so. Can I get two in here?
Yes, it does. Oh, what did happen to my? It's missing. Oh, what? Oh, I got stuff falling all over the place.
So the sound effects. Yep. Oh.
Oh, sounds like Danny's home. If we hear the woo woo woo.
Oh. Woo, 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 woo. A happy dog.
Yep.
Happy dogs.
I'm gonna try. I'm gonna be daring. I found this feather when I was out on one of my morning walks with the pups. So I'm gonna put a feather down.
Oh.
And see how that goes.
Yeah. Hi, Lydia. Hi, Joyce. We are jelly plate printing, kind of, maybe, sort of.
Yes, we are.
Well, that's what we're telling you. That's what we're doing. And you can interpret that any way you want.
Well, that didn't work out as I expected. But
it's a little smushy.
Yes, it is very smushy.
But it's okay.
I can take and put the feather down on another one and see how that goes. Good thing I got a whole pack of these things.
Yeah. No, I can put another layer of paint on that. Let's see what we. Ooh, I like that. That's kind of interesting. In a messy kind of way. That's interesting. I like
And then
that.
after I get done messing up this feather, I think I might paint it. I'll put a picture on it. I'll paint a picture on it.
Yeah. Why not?
I got little bits of the feather. Let's see what's underneath.
Ooh.
Oh, yes, look at that.
Oh, that came out nice. Nice. Wow. You can see the little veins.
Yeah.
Yes, Lydia, that's what we're attempting to do.
Attempting. I'm attempting, you're doing.
I like that. And you could do it like I know what I want to do. I just can't remember the sequence. Magic marker and paint.
Yes, I am.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to do another color. And ooh, no, I think you can't. Ooh, I like this color. Oh. How about
Thank you.
this? Is whoops. This is my screen went blank. Okay. This is whoops. Fancy, mind you. Fancy black. Oh, very good, Lydia. She's finished 31, completed step 1 and 2. Wow. You
What's
are way.
what's step 1 and 2?
I'm assuming step 1 is printing, doing the jelly plate prints.
Oh.
Step 2 is, I don't know, adding the numbers. I'm just guessing. I have no idea, honestly. I don't know. Maybe Lydia will share with us what step 1 and 2 is. Oh, that's a lot of paint.
Looky, my feather.
Oh my God, that is incredible. That came out so good. And the first one was so smushy.
Yeah, very smooshy.
Isn't that a technical word? Meaning effed up. Okay, step 1 was getting the prints on the postcards. Yep, I was right. That's right. Okay. I'm going to go this way because I want to. Oh, that's why. What's there? Something's there. I don't know. I don't like that there. And let's do this. I should be really doing this.
Looks like an animal, Carol.
Do that. There you go. I like that. That's not technically a jelly print, though. Whoops. I always forget to turn my brayer upside down. All right, so I want these stripes that go in this way, and I want to go not this way, but I want to go in the opposite direction. So I have like a check. Okay, Carol. Well, thanks for being here.
Bye, Gail.
Bye. Did I say Gail?
You said me, but that's okay.
Oh, bye, Gail. And you know what I thought I said? I thought I said Sharon. Why? I
Oh,
don't.
gee.
So I'm not firing on all cylinders, apparently. Bye, Gail. And let's see. Anina, looking forward, Alon. Not sure how I show mine yet. I don't know whether we're supposed to show them yet, but I think people are going to be showing them um, on IG if you have an IG thing, or I don't know. That's a good question. Yvonne will know the answer to that. I don't think we're supposed. I guess we can show them anytime we want, right?
I don't know because I don't know much about it.
No, I don't. I wish I had gone outside and gotten some foliage because that's what Carrie did. He had some really nice greenery. And then he just put it down on the thingy, and then it just printed just
Just like a
thingy. I mean,
stamp.
like a feather.
Yes.
Yes, that is so true. It's like a movie deception. Many layers of stream brain words. Brain words are hard. They are because you're trying to split your concentration, and I don't have much concentration to split. So when you have to split it, you can share wherever you post. Yeah. On the day, yes, you're supposed to, like, on July 1st. The IG, Facebook, YouTube is going to be inundated with hashtag jelly postcard party. Thousands of them will mob, overwhelm the internets worldwide. Wouldn't that be cool, though? I think Carrie is pretty much surprised at the response.
I don't know if I have her link. I have to check
It's a
that out.
guy. It's a man.
Oh, alrighty then.
Spelled Ceri.
I've seen that name.
Yeah. Doo-doo. I like that. That's got a lot of potential. Woo. He did a wonderful, fascinating expose, I guess, on working on a cruise ship. That was fascinating. And I watched it just before we went on our cruise. And yeah, it was very interesting. Yeah, I like these too. They're kind of fun. I can see stamping. I can see maybe spraying some stuff on this. And that fancy black is kind of metallic-y. Ooh, I like that. All right. Yeah, I'm happy with these. This is my skill level here. Just plop it down, make some marks, and throw a card down and pull it up. I can do this all day long. And eventually I will be able to fill this card with little bits and pieces. And see, that's already dry. Mm-hmm. 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 All right.
Thanks, Yolande.
Got a couple of those. I like those. Those are fun.
So,
All righty. How we doing on time here? We're good. We're good. Ampex is coming on at 1:30. Devin 230. Devin's going to show us how this is really done.
Yes, definitely. She's really amazing at that
Yes, yes,
jelly
yes,
plating.
yes, yes. I'm going to now. Let me ask. I'm going to put down. You put down the paint first, then you put down the image that you're going to transfer, right? And then you pull that up rather quickly, as I recall. Much faster than I ever thought. And so I'm going to do that. And I did buy that black and white, the black and white book.
Oh yes.
One of those collage books. It's the black and white one. It has some really very interesting. Here, this one. This is the only one I have of the collage soup series. I don't have all the ones that, but and I think all of these, you can't see what I'm doing. I think all of these would work because they all are pretty high contrast. I wonder what that. Ooh. Oh, this would be cool. I mean, cut up into a postcard. Let's try that. Oops. All right. Just throwing stuff on the floor. And I'm going to use black paint, right? And I actually have fairly good paint. I mean, I went out.
Devin Yolande is saying she can give us some jelly printings. If she can come on your channel sometime, we can do it together.
Oh, yes. Yes. I would say yes. We've talked about this in the past and we never did it. And because when we talked about you coming on and doing this together, you were getting ready to move and the timing was not good. But I'm going to say yes. You name the day, any day, Wednesday, Sunday, any day at all. I mean, it was amazing how you could give Dee Dee's granddaughter lessons. And that little young lady had some amazing pulls, and she didn't even realize how amazing her pulls were because she'd never done it before. And we were trying to tell her that. But there's Devin typing in the chat box. Pull it now, pull it now. You got to pull it now. Don't wait. It was like, and there's always a lag. It was amazing. It was pretty spectacular. All right. I'm going to try it. Image transfers are a total mystery to me. When they work, they are amazing, especially when you color. Now this part I understand. Watch me F this up, but I'm going to put this down and rub. And I think you don't keep it down. Yes. Yeah. Absolutely. 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 And you don't do too much, right? You start to pull this up. And I got absolutely nothing. Did I not keep it down? I don't understand what I'm doing. Yeah, I know you did an incredible job, though. It was amazing. And Samantha wasn't reading the chat, so Dee Dee was reading the track and then translating it to Samantha. It was crazy. It was crazy. So, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Well, maybe. Maybe. Oh, there's something there. I guess I can kind of see something. Oh, yeah.
I've always wanted to do those image transfers. I've tried. I've never mastered it.
No, I haven't either. I have like one or two that I were successful. Now this is when you have to let it dry. And
Sit it out in the sun.
yeah, well, if I put this out in the sun, I think it would melt. I don't think it would, the old fry an egg. And I keep on forgetting, I have taken a more recent picture of my prayer tags. They are still all hanging in there. They're all there. The strips of cloth that were on them, some of that has, tangled around the string. And I didn't really use super heavy duty rope or anything. But when I attached the tags, I used little strips of fabric onto the oak tag, and they're out there. Now, I had some photographs that were on there, and they have all since bled, and they're no longer there. But obviously, the bottle caps are still there, and the pull tabs are still there. Now, they've been through several heavy duty, afternoon Florida thunderstorms with gusts of wind, but they're still all there. And they haven't obviously gone through a hurricane yet. Shh, I said the H word. I didn't say it. Do you know what's keeping all that activity at bay? The H stuff, and all of that crap that comes. You know what's keeping that kind of tamped down? Dust.
Dust?
From the Sahara Desert. You should see the satellite pictures of massive clouds of dust blowing off the Sahara Desert across the Atlantic. And when that dust hits any kind of tropical disturbance, it just kills it. Dust beats tropical moisture. So rock, scissor, paper, dust beats it all. It's amazing.
Yolanda, the water situation here, we're still on restrictions.
Oh, I forgot. Yeah. Now, Yolanda is in that area too. Is she experiencing?
She's up more north. She's not in Calgary. She's up north.
You guys had lunch, didn't you, at some point?
Yes, we met.
We met.
I've seen her in person.
That's so awesome. All right, this is dry. Now, is there any color that would be better than another, Yolan? I mean, like, should I go like a yellow or I have a yellow.
Burgundy?
Burgundy. Oh, I don't have a burgundy. Red and black. I have a red.
Yeah, we've put out garbage cans to collect the rainwater. We have all kinds of buckets out to collect the rainwater.
Oh, that's a good idea.
We have all of that going on, so we can water the plants that's outside.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gave her a whole bunch of stuff. I said, have fun, do whatever. She probably said, oh my God.
All right. I'm going to use fiery red.
Yeah, Kathy, they even said that we have to limit how long the showers are, save our gray water from in the sinks and pots and stuff when you're just rinsing and washing your hands. And so, yeah, that's what we've been doing. And I've been been reusing my gray water for my painting.
And of course, it would have to be in the middle of summer, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I don't think I put enough paint on.
Oh, you go right ahead, Yolande. You can share away.
Mm.
No, there's a main water break just north of me in the city. A big pipe broke. And now they're saying there's other places that is possibility that it could break again. So they're trying to fix everything.
So they're not trying to patch it. They're trying to fix it.
Yeah, they're putting in a whole new pipe area.
Yeah. Well,
so they said it's going to take another 3 to 5 weeks.
Oh, wow. But that makes more sense than just patching it and then having it blow,
Yeah.
at a date. Oh, piece of paper. Shit.
But at least we're not having that scorching heat like the East Coast is having.
Yeah. They had tornado watches for New York.
Oh, wow.
Now, we had a tornado come through where I lived in southwestern New York, which is about 40 miles from Erie, Pennsylvania, one year. And I was talking about it on Sunday, and it came across Lake Erie and then across, our little Chautauqua Lake. And I found canceled checks from the bank in Erie, Pennsylvania in my front lawn. All right, I have a feeling
crazy.
that this is going to be a total wash. But I don't have a barren. I'm barrenless. I wasn't barren, but get it? I wasn't barren. And I don't know how long you're supposed to do this. I can go for, yeah.
Yeah, I know. It hasn't been, what is it right now? It says it's 21. Don't ask me Fahrenheit. We're supposed to get some rain though tomorrow and Friday, which is a good thing. And then Sunday and Monday, more rain, so we can fill up those barrels.
Yeah. Well, this is a total wash. However, I like the, I can use,
that's a nice pool. I
can
know
use,
it's not what you were going for, but
but I can use this. I like the colors.
Definitely.
I can use this here. Yeah, it's not, there's no image there that you could absolutely say, oh, that's a picture of whatever. Yeah, I have Calgary on my weather channel. I have Calgary, Taylorsville, where I live, and Boston, and Cape Cod. So I'm checking on everyone's weather.
Yolande said, let it sit longer, Anne, so all the layers meld together.
Oh, longer. Okay. All right. Okay. Well, I can cut this up. This will be fine. This will go on a postcard because that's pretty. I like it. And yeah, that's totally dry. That's dry.
So you said Becky's coming on next?
Yep, Becky's coming on at 1:30. At least that's what she said. And I missed her Monday morning. Her scheduled times are Monday morning at 6:30 a.m. And she's making that little girl dress.
Oh, yes.
And then on Wednesdays at 1:30, you feel like it could rain any moment there? I But only 7%. Yeah. Well, they have 35 to 50% chance of rain across for the whole week. But that's Florida, though. They say that every day this time of year. That's just a normal Florida forecast. That's just normal. Oh, I was out. I was out on the porch yesterday, and all of a sudden there were two sonic booms. Scared the shit out of me
Oh
because
wow.
they're launching satellite. They're launching crap between SpaceX and the Cape Canaveral space thingy. They're launching satellite and missiles sometimes 2 or 3 times a week.
Oh,
And my windows rattling. I live about 30 miles south of, and my windows, but there were two gigantic sonic booms yesterday, and I went, "Uh oh, something blew up." But no, they had launched two gigantic weather satellites that are
huh.
going to make it easier for the weathermen to have more accurate forecasts. But man, oh man. I mean, Lily looked up, even the little lizards out on the patio kind of stopped and looked around to see what the hell was going on.
Wow.
It was really, and that really rattled everything. Because every time back in the day, every time the space shuttles landed, they would break the sound barrier, and everything would rattle. All right, this is that infamous wet tissue paper. And this will be the last, and I don't expect anything, but if anything, it can be something I can use. And then I guess will be time to say adieu. And thank you, Carol, for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Now, are you going to pop up tomorrow, or you got work to do?
I am probably in the afternoon. My afternoon. I'm probably gonna stop
Okay.
and probably try and do a live.
Okay.
So if you aren't subscribed to me, you need to subscribe and hit that notification to both of us, so you can be notified when we go live.
Yeah, so we can entertain you.
I'll let you know, Anne.
Okay.
I didn't know if you were still doing cards or not on Thursdays.
I still have the chatty thing going on Thursdays.
Do you?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I never get a notification thingy.
Well, because it's it's different than it's different.
Oh.
Because we no longer have a room. So I can add you to you'll get it's like a video phone call.
Oh, like you did before, and it doesn't go to my computer, it goes to my phone.
Yes. And it's such a pain without having well, I can maybe use some of that on something. And that's I know what I could stamp on that. I could do some foamy stamps on. Ooh, I could do some foamy stamps. I love foamy stamps. I never use them. I have some foamy stamps that have numbers on them. And you have to use them as a thingy because the numbers are backwards, but they won't be backwards if you put them on a. No, I don't know whether this is going to work. I don't think it will, but we'll try it. Yeah, she turns her ringer off because she's on the phone. She's on the phone list, and when I start dialing folks at 10 o'clock in the morning, it's a little early for Barb.
Oh, yeah, she's an hour earlier than I am.
Yeah, she's rolling out of bed. All right, I don't think this is going to work. but we'll see. Let's grab another piece of this. And then, oh boy. Oh boy. Let's see. Oh, it might work. I doubt it.
What's nice is when after you do the acrylics on your postcards,
Yeah.
you take your watercolor
Mm.
and it doesn't cover the acrylic because it's
Oh, because so the acrylic
goes
acts
into
like
the
a resist.
background.
Like a resist.
Yeah.
Oh.
I got a mess on my table. Yeah, I put a little purpley one on the background of this one.
That's cool. Oh wow, this is interesting.
Yes, I have my Inktense. I would have thought about that. I could have used them too, but that's all right. Well, thank you, Anne. I appreciate you having me.
Absolutely.
And we'll do it again. And we'll do it again.
Yes, we will.
And I will talk to you sometime throughout. I have to go because I have some things I need to print.
Yes. Good luck with that. And I will say so long to everybody. And thank you for being here.
Yes, thank you everybody for showing up. And
yep. And take the bus over or the train or the horse and buggy or whatever you're riding these days over to Ampex. And thank you, Yolan, for the help. And I'm taking you up on your offer, and we will get together and plan that in the near future. So, bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody. Thanks, Anne.
Bye-bye. Yes, you're welcome. Now I got to find out how to end it. Oh, there it is. End stream. Be good, be careful, and be kind and interesting. Bye.